How to plant lavender in pots. Tips for fragrant and beautiful blooms. Lavender in pots? Absolutely. This fragrant, sun-loving herb is perfect for adding a touch of beauty and serenity to your patio, balcony, or even your living room. Whether you're a gardening pro or a total beginner, lavender is an excellent choice for container gardening. At our channel MtecHD, we're diving into everything you need to know to plant lavender in pots and help it thrive. Plus, we want to hear from you. Have you grown lavender before, or is this your first attempt? Share your experience or questions in the comments below. First things first, choosing the right pot. Lavender has one key demand: excellent drainage. So, your pot must have plenty of drainage holes. Terracotta pots are a great option because they're porous, allowing excess moisture to escape. The size of the pot matters too. Lavender plants have deep roots, so choose a pot that's at least 12–16 inches wide and just as deep. What's your go-to type of pot for herbs? Let us know in the comments. Now on to soil. Lavender is a Mediterranean plant, which means it thrives in well-draining soil with a slightly alkaline peat. You can use a commercial potting mix designed for cacti or mix garden soil with sand and perlite to improve drainage. Adding a bit of lime to the mix can help create the alkaline environment lavender loves. What's your favorite soil mix for potted plants? We'd love to hear your tips. When planting, place your lavender in the center of the pot and backfill it with soil, making sure the crown of the plant sits just above the soil line. Gently press the soil down to remove any air pockets. Give it a good watering to help it settle in, but don't overdo it. Lavender hates soggy roots. How do you usually prep your plants for potting? Share your techniques below. Lighting is another critical factor for lavender. This sun-loving plant needs at least 6–8 hours of full sunlight daily. If you're growing it indoors, place it near a sunny window or use a grow light to keep it happy. Outdoors, position the pot in the sunniest spot you can find. Have you found the perfect sunny spot for your lavender? Tell us about it. When it comes to watering, lavender is low maintenance but a bit particular. Water only when the top inch of soil feels dry. During hot summers, you might need to water more frequently, but always let the soil dry out between waterings. Overwatering is one of the quickest ways to harm lavender. How do you keep your plants hydrated without overwatering? Let's hear your hacks. Fertilizing your lavender is straightforward. Since it's a hardy plant, it doesn't need heavy feeding. Use a slow-release fertilizer or a light application of a balanced liquid fertilizer once in spring to support growth. Avoid over-fertilizing, as this can encourage too much foliage at the expense of blooms. What's your favorite fertilizer for herbs or flowering plants? Share your suggestions. Pruning lavender is essential for maintaining its shape and encouraging new growth. After the flowering season, trim back about 1/3 of the plant to keep it looking tidy and to prevent it from becoming woody. Regular pruning also promotes fresh blooms for the next season. Do you find pruning therapeutic, or does it feel like a chore? Let us know in the comments. Lavender in pots is relatively pest-resistant, but spider mites or aphids can occasionally be a nuisance. Check your plant regularly, and if you spot any pests, a quick spray of soapy water or neem oil can solve the problem. How do you deal with pest control in your garden? Share your tips below. Winter care is another thing to consider if you're growing lavender outdoors. Lavender prefers mild winters, so if you live in a colder region, bring your pot indoors before the frost hits. Keep it in a cool, bright spot and water sparingly during the dormant months. What's your winter care routine for potted plants? Let's swap ideas. Lastly, let's talk about patience. Lavender takes a little time to establish itself, but once it does, it will reward you with fragrant blooms and soothing aromas. With the right care, your potted lavender can thrive for years, becoming a delightful addition to your home or garden. So, whether you're growing it for its fragrance, beauty, or culinary uses, lavender is a fantastic plant to have around. What's your reason for wanting to grow lavender? We'd love to hear about it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel MtecHD for more gardening tips, and let's grow something beautiful together.